Good day, guys. How are y'all doing today? So, something a little bit different, but not different today. We got to, we're inside unloading this washer and dryer. And leave the rest on, so we gotta go do a pickup. I'm a washer and dryer. The young guy's got his graduation dinner tonight. So we gotta leave the house here in about 3 hours to head up there. But right now, I gotta call about the road and collect another washer and dryer. This is heavy. This is one of those front end washers. And man, these things are heavy as heck. Roll it over once this way. There we go. Got that out of the way. Unload this bicycle. Right here. Whew. I'm winded already, guys. All right. I'll get this dryer off of here. Whew. Now, there we go. All right. Yeah, I'm hurting today. Loading the dryer. Our friend little washer on there yesterday did me in, but we survived enough to complain today about it. All right. So, gotta go in the house and grab a couple of things, and we'll be on the road in a sec, guys. Woohoo! All right, guys, we're on our way. Taking you for the drive. Hey, got nothing better to do, eh? Get this trailer out here on the road without causing too many problems. We get to be a pro back in this trailer, ain't I? I think I've done it a time or two. Screen. Windshield's covered with pollen. There we go. I think it's a good view. Get some more of that pollen off. Actually, the old truck's yellowish from all the pollen. That's the old Jenkins homestead there I just showed you. That's where my mother grew up. And then there through the trees, and this here is all Jenkins Lake. Beautiful Kings Peninsula. Full of trout and smallmouth bass. That's my first cousin's daughter's house. Hey, back here on the road, dummy. Oh, look at all the traffic here. My friend Raymond's place there. Got a couple of trailers there we're going to work on to get them going. Eventually I want to have trailers there in the lower yard, lower lawn where all the grass pile at the house. And one trailer I'm going to put shred in. Or no, not shred. One trailer I'll put like irony aluminum in, because we get a lot of that. Another trailer I'll throw, I don't know, something in, maybe number ones. And another trailer we'll throw in the rotors and cast iron, steel. You get quite a bit of that stuff. When the trailer's full, whatever trailer it is, you just back the truck into it, hook onto it, and take it away. That way we can store the metals up and don't have to load them a second time. They're already on a trailer. I'd like to get a dump trailer next year and put it down there in the lower lawn and load it with shred. that way, when we get a load of shred, probably once a week at least, we get a load of shred. Take it in and dump it, get a good pay for it. That's what we're working up to. This is the Williams Road here on the peninsula. It's a nice place to grow up. As a kid growing up, I walked this road many times, fishing and hunting and stuff. Had trap lines out here in the woods. It's a good time growing up in the country. No internet, no cell phones, rotary dial phones, and party lines. I couldn't walk this road once, and I used to walk it 2 or 3 times a day when I was younger. Way up into my mid-teens, mid to late teens, I used to walk this all the time. Because there's another lake back in through the woods here, about a mile in the woods back here. That's full of trout, really good fishing. Called Wetmore Lake, but back then it was called Williams Lake. That's my great-great-great-great-grandfather, yeah, William Jenkins. This is Williams Road, named after him. My family's been here for generations and generations. This on the right used to be all my family's land back in the 1700s. It was granted by King George, I believe it was, to William Jenkins. Straight ahead there, a little dip in the mountains there, there's what they call a black hole in there. There used to be a ship, you used to build ships in there, 3-mast ships, big sailing ships for the Navy, British Navy. And yeah, the yard was owned by, you got it, William Jenkins, I believe. And at the other end of this road was Williams Wharf, where the steamboat stopped going up down the St. John River. Yeah, things have changed since I was a kid, but they stayed the same too. If that makes any sense. A lot of the old houses are still here. A lot of the old people are still here. Well, no, they're gone. I'm the old people now. What am I saying? Right around this corner, I was about 10 years old when we were right here. My stepfather was doing harvesting wood here. Would walk out between the half tons and the tractor. The car coming this way here is just flying. I almost walked out in front of it. The old man saved my life that day. He seen the car and grabbed me by the scruff neck and threw me backwards into the ditch, where I would have been hit for sure. Yeah, a lot of memories on these roads and in these woods. Country boys out there and girls can relate. As kids, and you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s even. You know, as kids, we used to spend most of our time in the rural areas where we grew up, in the woods. That's where everything interesting happens, in the woods. You know, there's bears and rabbits. There's a brook with trout in it. There's deer, there's partridge. You know. And now we got wild turkeys moving in the area, which I don't mind at all. I told my son when he was a kid, he was just a little boy, I said, son, what do you call a hungry man in the country? He says, what, Dad? I said, lazy. And gave it off the top of my head. That's a pretty good saying. Because right now, you got, in this area of the world, you got your fiddleheads, you got your fish right now. You're fishing, fiddleheads, there's some food, right? And a little bit the berries are going to start. Your strawberries and your raspberries and your blueberries and blackberries. And blackberries are out, the blueberries are out. Right around that time, your apples come out on the trees. The weather starts cooling down so you can hunt. Shortly after that, you get your hunting season. So you can hunt 6 months a year, 3 or 4 months a year, you can hunt. 5 months a year, you can fish. You know, the lakes and ponds and stuff. You can fish year round in the rivers and the oceans. So the harbors and all that, you can fish for herring and mackerel and stuff like that. Lobster fish twice a year. You can dig year round, periwinkle year round. You get dulse pretty much year round. There's all kinds of food around. All you do is get out your butt and go get it. hoping that windshield's not too dirty, guys. I'd be a smoker in the fall and it could be hard to see through the video, but this fella here, he's gone. Ronnie Miller. His brother is my stepfather's best friend, who's gone as well. Done this on yesterday morning. Yesterday morning was our garbage day. Maybe I could do some street scrapping up here. Who knows? Maybe we'll find something, even though it's nothing. This washer dryer was put down yesterday morning, but the garbage guys didn't take it. But he messaged me yesterday before the garbage went. Or no, the night before the garbage went, said he had him at the end of his driveway. So I sent it back to message saying, oh, you know, if the garbage don't take it in the morning, I'll come down and grab it. So they messaged me last night and said, oh, they're still here. So the garbage guys didn't take it, so I'm going to go take it. Thank you, garbage guys, if you're listening. That's the Kennebecasis River over there. And that piece of land is Long Island. On the other side of Long Island is Redforth area in Rothesay. Previous videos are I showed Wonder doing the street scouting video this year where I pulled over a nice spot and showed you across the Kennebecasis River. Well, I was looking at the other side of Long Island over there. So I was on the other side of Long Island, in Rothesay, looking this way. So I was going to stop and store some gas, but I'm good for now. 76 kilometers still empty. There's a local store there. Don, he just sold it. I come down here once in a while, and I busk at the front store here. Middle of nowhere, in the woods, and I come home with 20 to 50 bucks a day. Just coming down for 3 or 4 hours. People driving by, I'll lock the tires up and lock the brakes up and turn around, come in, they'll get some ice cream or pop or both. They'll sit back in their vehicles or on a bench and watch and play for a bit, throw me some tips, and carry on with their day. In the city, you see buskers all over the place. It's not a thing. But you get in a rural area like this, and you're half decent vocalist and musician. You play songs like Johnny Cash stuff. Well, you know. It's an oddity, and people love to see that. So if I ever do a busker store, I will not busk in the main cities. I'll busk in the rural areas around them, because that's where you make the money. Alright, we're almost there, guys. Hopefully still there. What's really funny too is that we used to live down here. My mother went to a nursing home there a few years ago and passed away. We moved into her house about 3 years ago. Over 7 years before that, we lived down here. And this is called Somerville down here. Lots of good memories down here. Man, I pretty much grew up down this side of Peninsula. Until he was 4 years old, he grew up in Blacks Harbor area in New Brunswick. He was holding a tiller of a skiff with a 50 horsepower Yamaha on it. Just after you learn how to walk. That's a squirrel for you. Pipertown Road. A lady out with the young ones for a little stroll. I wonder what we're playing this year. Down here they have the Somerville Arts Festival every year. And I was invited last couple of years, but I didn't make it last year to it. And it was down at a house down here on the waterfront. It used to be this whole stretch. Both sides used to be it. They had me sitting on here playing and stuff. It was down in this yard right here. Down the back of this house, a beautiful spot. Great big lawn on the wall on the river. So I got to play down there last fall for the Somerville Arts Festival. It was entertaining. One of my main passions besides scrapping. Oh, plastic chair, can't use it. But yeah, this being, what day is today? This being a Thursday. Even though it's not garbage week this week coming up, it's compost. You get a lot of people along here just have the time this weekend, they'll put their barbecues and stuff out on the side of the road for the following week. Anything the animals can't destroy, they'll put out that they want to get rid of this weekend. And next weekend as well for the following Wednesday. So you drive around here, you just keep your eye open, and you really never know when somebody's gonna put something out. They can put it out 2 weeks before garbage day. Like the week of compost, they can put it out. Or just miss the garbage day and put it out the following day. Because they know that somebody's gonna pick it up. Like me. Okay, there's a signal light. 11 people just breaking below the road in an 80-kilometer zone without no notification of what they're doing. So we're coming to where I used to live for about 7 years, my family and I, away from the little guy. It was what they call it, financially assisted housing, we'll call it. There's only 2 houses up here. That one in there is the one we had. And this one in here, which our good friends still live there. They miss us some bad. They had a dog, their lady. And she'd come over, we'd have her back door open and sitting there watching TV or something, or having supper. And watch lady, looking for her treats. We didn't have a dog at the time. And but we had a box of treats. And whenever she'd come sneak over, we'd give her treats. And the young guy, he was only 6 or 7, we moved in there. And she fell right in love with him. And she still, to this day, just goes crazy when she sees him. And we haven't lived there for 3 years now. There's the washer and dryer. This road here leads down to the Westfield, the Milledgeville ferry that I take once in a while. The seasonal ferry, because it's on a cable. Here we go. Washer and dryer. Yeah. So I was here last year and got a trailer load. You know, back in the videos, you probably see it. But today we just got the washer and dryer, which is okay with me because, like last year, I'm alone. And it makes it a lot easier on me. Look at that now. I parked perfect for a change. Am I going to need that? Probably not, but I'm going to use it anyway because my forearm here, my elbow area, forearm, I got what they call tennis elbow. And I can't really strain it too much. I have a brace for it from the last time I had it a couple years ago. But I have no idea what happened to it. Alrighty. Tip you up. You under. Oh, don't you be like that. Come on up here, bitch. Oh. There we go. Thought this was supposed to be easier, eh? It had to feel easier. Why is that so hard to pull? Oh, I was thinking, man, do I have a flat tire? Nope. Is there water leaking out of this? Nope. There we go. It's full of water. That explains a lot. Whew. Hot and muggy today. So I think I'll washer works. Dryer has no heat. So I guess this works. The dryer doesn't. But I am not into fixing stuff. That was my leg. Well, my foot anyway. Ouch. All right. Good. That's rough, guys. I'm getting too over this stuff, you think? I don't bother tying that stuff in because it ain't gonna fall over because its center of gravity is low on them. Fridge is a different story. So there we go. Our successful pickup. Now we'll go down the road here. And turn around at the ferry landing. We're pretty close. Oh, I never brought water. Oh, it's foolish. Gotta stay hydrated. Whew. Alright. Tow haul. Go down to second gear. Go down to first gear. Oh. Gotta love these transmission brakes, or engine brakes, wherever they are in the Dodge trucks. So they're, I'm doing 30 kilometers an hour down this hill, and it's a steep hill. Probably can't tell in the video, but she's steep. And this permits me. I'm not even got my foot on the brakes. We're just, this is fast speed to go pretty much down the hill without even touching the brakes. You hear the engine starting to wind out a bit. So I'll bring her down. There we go. Just touch the brakes a little bit. And there, coming across the river there, is the Milledgeville Ferry. Takes you over to Milledgeville and St. John. Instead of driving all around the place to get over to Quebec City, I can just use this most of the time coming home and going to town. But we use the cable ferry in Westfield to take loads in because it's shorter going that way than it is this way to the scrapyard. All right, guys, hope you all enjoyed the video. You take care, and God bless.